Hello and welcome to the Facing Your Fears, Turning Fear into Courage. We are doing the Facing Your Fears book, and here's the book. And we're on chapter 16, which is replacing negative habits. I think we all have negative habits, whether it's a minor thing to scroll on our phones or to get stuck on a sitcom or one of those series that you start watching, binge watching, and all of a sudden 3 hours have gone by. But other negative habits, such as criticizing ourselves or others, judging ourselves or others. And I have a whole list here in my book, and it's like procrastinating. I get a lot of people coming in for help with procrastination, or if we pay a bill late and the consequences of that. And the idea of time, where we might be late for other people and keep them waiting, which isn't the best habit to have. We can be forgetful. We can be an interrupter. We can be a workaholic. We can eat too much junk food or sugar or fast food. Another bad habit is not making our loved ones or family, our partners a priority. Not exercising. I don't even like to read these because they're so negative. Using alcohol or drugs or smoking. Gossip is a negative behavior. Anger, controlling others, gambling, overspending, staying up too late, sleeping in too late, being disorganized. We talked about watching TV, not learning and continuing to learn and stimulate your brain. And also the lack of spiritual connection can be a negative habit when you're not including that kind of thing into your life. And if you're not taking care of your possessions, your money, your planning for the future, or a lack of self-care. Those are some of the things I listed in the book on the chapter 16. But you want to look at any of those. Let's see, let's take one. I think gossiping about others. It doesn't feel good when we're talking about others and they're not there to verify if what we're saying is the truth. We might be repeating a story that we don't even know if it's accurate. And it comes in the 4 agreements to never use the word against yourself or others. And so if you catch yourself doing that, you'd want to look at what would be a positive behavior. And a positive behavior is if we always speak encouraging and positively about others. So that if we have a complaint about someone and we want to talk to them about that or voice our concern about something, we do it directly to them, but we don't go behind their back and say anything. And that would be replacing a negative habit with a positive behavior. Be like, if I have a problem with somebody, I'm going to talk to them about it. And if it's not something that I want to talk to somebody about, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to reframe it that I think we're all doing the best we can. And when we're looking at somebody and maybe complaining about them, it may be that they're doing the best they can. And it may not be the best thing to be complaining about them. The other thing, some of these things are pretty important. If you're overspending and not taking care of your financial situation, your positive behavior would be pay yourself first, put money into saving first. Only buy things that you have the money right there to purchase so that you're not overspending, so that you're putting money aside for a rainy day, they call it. And people know me. I am someone who says, go have the adventures. I'm not saying don't have the adventures, don't have the experiences in life, but make sure you're not going into debt or creating more stress for yourself or others because of the financial situation you find yourself in. The spiritual connection, we think we're so busy, and yet we do spend time scrolling on the phone or watching something on Netflix or TV or whatever. What if we use that to spend that moment just connecting with spirit, with the universe, with God, whatever your beliefs are? That may have such a more positive, uplifting experience so that our vibrational level goes up, not down. We want to keep our vibrational level going up. So let's take a deep breath and think, okay, what is one thing that I can work on today that I'd like to change to be the best version of myself, to make sure that I'm always improving, because that's what the life is about: learning, growing, improving, being our best version. It's kind of like going back to the young little kids that come up with so much enthusiasm and excitement about life. And, most kids don't want to get in trouble and they don't want to be disapproved of, but sometimes we get too much criticism, too much control, and then we have to learn how to come back out and be ourselves. So this chapter is replacing negative habits. And if you set yourself with a goal and you say, okay, this is what I'm going to work on. This is how I'll reward myself. And you can set up things like if you want to do something and you don't do it, you can have a punishment. Like that means you have to give money to a political party that you don't believe in, or you have to donate to a war or something awful. You can set up a consequence or you can set up a reward. Like if I do this, I get to take my family out to dinner or go to Hawaii or do something really fun. So let's work on replacing negative habits with positive ones. We can do this together. And thank you so much for joining us today.